Hi, my name's Christine Nichol and I'm a Professor of Animal Welfare at the Royal Veterinary College in London. I've recently edited a new title published by Burley Dodds Science Publishing. It's called Understanding the Behaviour and Improving the Welfare of Chickens. As the title suggests, the book is divided into two parts. The first part covers some of the fundamental aspects of chicken behaviour, what we need to understand the complexity of these curious birds. For example, there are chapters on the genetics of behaviour, how chickens learn, how they perceive the world, and also how they form their complex social relationships. Another interesting feature in this part are a couple of chapters looking at new methods of doing research with chickens. So how we can monitor them and how we can even get them to wear wearable technologies so that don't harm them, but we can find out more about what they're doing as they move through a large flock, for example. The second part of the book covers all aspects of the welfare of chickens, considering broiler birds, laying hens, and parent stock separately. It looks at the different issues faced by these birds, feather loss, bone or leg problems, for example, and how to avoid things like pain, fear and distress. The emphasis is always on how research can be used, how science can be applied to seek for solutions that are really going to work on a small scale or even on a huge commercial farm. It has been fantastic to bring together such an amazing group of key leading experts in the world, key researchers, established names in the field who have authored many of these chapters. And some of these experts have co-written, brought together new young voices of young researchers. So we've got a real balance of young and more experienced voices giving real authority to this volume. I think the book is going to be of great interest to students of poultry production, but also anyone with an interest in animal welfare. It will be useful for governments, for NGOs, for producers themselves and for other stakeholders, anybody who wants to find new ways to improve the welfare of chickens. If I had to mention just one chapter out of, I think, 18 really great chapters in this book, I think I'd highlight a chapter written by Elske de Haas on the behaviour and the influences on the welfare of very young birds. She has written a really comprehensive review of an understudied area. What do we know about the influences of the bird while it's still in the egg and then in the hatchery? And she shows how these early experiences can set in train patterns of behaviour that can persist for quite a length of time. Overall, it has been a real privilege to edit this book and to work with these authors in producing this volume. The volume is called Understanding the Behaviour and Improving the Welfare of Chickens, and I'd like to thank you for watching this very short video. My name's Christine Nichol and thank you again.